Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Fluent Path English. I'm James.
And I'm Emily. Thanks for joining us today. You know, James, healthcare is something people don't often think about until they really need it.
Oh, absolutely. Medical costs can be scary, especially if you don't have good insurance.
That's so true. Some people don't even realize how important health insurance is until something bad happens.
Right. And that's what today's dialogue is all about. A couple is having a serious conversation after hearing about a friend's situation.
Exactly. You'll hear lots of useful expressions about healthcare, insurance, and expressing concern.
Perfect. All right. Now let's listen to the dialogue for the first time.
Hey, honey, how was your day?
It was all right. I ran into Bill and we got to talking for a while. He's in a bit of a jam.
Why? What happened?
Well, his son had an accident. Bill doesn't have health insurance. This really got me thinking, and I wondered if we shouldn't look into a couple of different HMOs.
Yeah, you're right. We aren't getting any younger, and our kids are getting older.
Exactly. I searched on the web and found a couple of HMOs with low copays and good coverage. The deductibles are low, too.
Sounds good. Although, do you think we can qualify for insurance? Those insurance companies are real pirates when it comes to money.
Well, we don't have any pre-existing illnesses or conditions, so we should be fine.
I wish our company or country provided us with healthcare.
Not in a million years.
That was a very realistic conversation. You can really hear the concern in their voices, especially after hearing about Bill's situation.
Yeah, it shows how one event can make people rethink their own lives and plans.
Exactly. The man suddenly starts thinking seriously about health insurance, which many people tend to ignore.
Right. And they use lots of useful terms related to insurance and medical coverage.
Definitely. All right, now let's go over some of the key phrases from the dialogue.
All right. So, first up, let's take a look at the phrase run into.
Run into.
Run into.
So this one means to meet someone unexpectedly or by chance. You know, like when you bump into someone, actually, bump into means the same thing.
Ah, right. And in the dialogue, when the man says, I ran into Bill, it means he met Bill by chance while he was out. Totally unplanned.
Exactly. For example, I ran into my old classmate at the mall yesterday. It means you saw someone you know unexpectedly.
Okay, next, let's check out the phrase get to talking.
Get to talking.
Get to talking.
So this is the structure get to plus doing, which means to start doing something or to get into it naturally. It's pretty casual and friendly sounding, and a more formal version would be started talking, but got to talking feels way more natural in real life.
Yeah, totally. In the dialogue, we got to talking for a while, means they started chatting and the conversation just flowed for a bit.
Exactly. For example, we got to talking and lost track of time. It means they started chatting and time just flew by.
All right, now let's move on to the phrase in a jam.
Oh yeah, I like this one. In a jam.
In a jam.
This one means being in a difficult or troublesome situation. It's not usually super serious, but it means you've got a problem or you're stuck somehow.
Right. So in the dialogue, he's in a bit of a jam means Bill's got some trouble. Specifically, his son had an accident.
Yeah, poor guy. For example, I'm in a jam because I forgot my wallet at home. You're basically saying you're in a sticky situation.
Okay, next up, the term health insurance.
Health insurance.
Health insurance.
So the word insurance itself means protection against loss or risk. You pay regular fees to a company, and they help cover costs if something bad happens. Health insurance means a plan that helps you pay for medical bills when you're sick or injured.
Right. And in the dialogue, his son had an accident. Bill doesn't have health insurance means that Bill doesn't have a plan to help him cover the hospital costs.
exactly. For example, my company provides health insurance for all employees. That means the company helps cover your medical expenses.
Now, let's talk about the structure. Get someone doing.
Get someone doing.
Get someone doing.
It means to cause or make someone start doing something. It's a little different from get someone to do, which sounds more like persuading them. Get someone doing happens naturally without pushing.
Right. In the dialogue, this really got me thinking means that what happened to Bill made the man start reflecting on his own situation. And here, this refers to Bill's situation.
Yeah, exactly. For example, that movie got me thinking about my future. It means the movie made me start reflecting or imagining something deeply.
And now let's go over the phrase, wonder if.
Wonder if.
Wonder if.
This one means to think about or question something in your mind. It's a softer, more polite way to express curiosity or doubt.
Right. And in the dialogue, I wondered if we shouldn't look into a couple of different HMOs means he was thinking about checking out some different health insurance plans. Oh, and HMO stands for Health Maintenance Organization. It's a type of health insurance in the U.S.
Yep, exactly. For example, I wonder if it will rain tomorrow. That means you're just thinking about whether it might happen.
Awesome. So now that we've gone through those phrases, let's listen to the dialogue one more time and hear how they sound in context.
Hey, honey, how was your day?
It was all right. I ran into Bill and we got to talking for a while. He's in a bit of a jam.
Why? What happened?
Well, his son had an accident. Bill doesn't have health insurance. This really got me thinking, and I wondered if we shouldn't look into a couple of different HMOs.
Yeah, you're right. We aren't getting any younger, and our kids are getting older.
Exactly. I searched on the web and found a couple of HMOs with low copays and good coverage. The deductibles are low too.
Sounds good. Although, do you think we can qualify for insurance? Those insurance companies are real pirates when it comes to money.
Well, we don't have any pre-existing illnesses or conditions, so we should be fine.
I wish our company or country provided us with healthcare.
Not in a million years.
This time, I really noticed how naturally the conversation flows. It sounds like something a real couple might say after a long day.
Yeah, and it highlights how stressful it can be to think about insurance and medical costs.
Right. But it's also a good reminder for learners that everyday topics like healthcare can bring up very specific vocabulary.
Exactly. All right, now let's move on to the next set of key phrases.
All right. So first up, let's talk about the term co-pays.
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 So this word means the amount of money you pay out of pocket each time you visit a doctor or get a prescription, even when you already have insurance. It's super common in the U.S.
Exactly. And in the dialogue, when the man says, I searched on the web and found a couple of HMOs with low copays and good coverage, he's saying those plans only require a small payment each time you see a doctor.
Right. For example, my health plan has a $20 copay for doctor visits. That means you pay $20 each time you go see the doctor.
Okay, next up, we have the word deductible.
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 A deductible is the amount you pay for your medical expenses before your insurance starts covering the rest. It's like the starting point you have to pay first.
Right. And in the dialogue, the deductibles are low too, means they don't have to pay much out of pocket before their insurance kicks in.
Exactly. For example, our plan has a $1,000 deductible, so we pay that first before insurance covers anything. That's a super typical thing you'll hear in the U.S.
Now, let's check out the word qualify.
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 It means to meet certain conditions or requirements. You'll hear it a lot when talking about jobs, programs, or insurance plans.
Yeah, totally. In the dialogue, when she says, "Do you think we can qualify for insurance?" She's wondering if they meet the conditions to be approved by the insurance company.
Right? For example, you need a good credit score to qualify for that loan. So basically, you need to meet the requirements.
Okay, now let's move on to the word pirates.
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 Normally, pirates are people who steal from ships at sea, right? But here, it's used metaphorically to describe greedy people or companies who take too much money.
Exactly. In the dialogue, those insurance companies are real pirates when it comes to money, means she thinks they charge way too much or care only about profit.
Yeah, for sure. For example, some landlords are real pirates with rent prices these days. It means they're greedy and take advantage of people.
All right, next up we've got the word pre-existing.
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 This means something that already existed before a specific time or event. In healthcare, a pre-existing condition is an illness or problem you already had before applying for insurance.
Yep. And in the dialogue, we don't have any pre-existing illnesses or conditions, so we should be fine, means they don't have any health issues that could make it harder to get insurance.
Right. For example, the policy doesn't cover pre-existing conditions, so it means you can't get help for something you already had.
Finally, let's go over the phrase, not in a million years.
Not in a million years.
Not in a million years.
The phrase, not in a million years, means never, or that'll never happen. It's an exaggerated way of saying something is totally impossible.
Right. And in the dialogue, when the man laughs and says, not in a million years, he's saying there's no way the company or the country would ever provide health care.
Exactly. For example, would you ever go bungee jumping? Not in a million years. That means absolutely never.
Awesome! Now that we've gone through all those phrases, let's listen to the dialogue one last time and hear how they sound in context.
Hey, honey, how was your day?
It was all right. I ran into Bill and we got to talking for a while. He's in a bit of a jam.
Why? What happened?
Well, his son had an accident. Bill doesn't have health insurance. This really got me thinking, and I wondered if we shouldn't look into a couple of different HMOs.
Yeah, you're right. We aren't getting any younger, and our kids are getting older.
Exactly. I searched on the web and found a couple of HMOs with low copays and good coverage. The deductibles are low too.
Sounds good. Although, do you think we can qualify for insurance? Those insurance companies are real pirates when it comes to money.
Well, we don't have any pre-existing illnesses or conditions, so we should be fine.
I wish our company or country provided us with healthcare.
Not in a million years.
All right, that's it for today's episode. Hopefully, our listeners picked up some useful expressions related to healthcare and insurance.
Yeah, it's an important topic, especially for people living abroad or planning to move overseas.
You know, Emily, it's interesting how different the systems are between the US and Japan.
Totally. In Japan, everyone's covered under the national health insurance system, so medical costs are pretty reasonable.
Right, but in the US, it's mostly private insurance. People often have to pay high premiums, deductibles, and co-pays.
Exactly, and if you don't have insurance, hospital bills can be insanely expensive.
So, understanding how health insurance works in each country really helps you avoid surprises and big bills.
Absolutely. And it's great to learn the right vocabulary for these situations, too.
Exactly. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in today.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review.
We'll be back with more real-life English conversations soon.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.